There is an ancient story, one so old that it seems to belong to a time before time itself. It speaks of a universal tongue, a language that was not merely spoken, but woven into the very fabric of reality. A tongue that was not just a means of communication, but a force of creation. Before the Tower of Babel, before the division of speech, before humanity was scattered across the earth, there existed a single, unifying language, a sacred lexicon that could unlock hidden powers, shape the world, and perhaps even alter the course of destiny. But what was this lost language? Could it be rediscovered? And if so, what secrets does it hold? Across cultures and mythologies, whispers of a primal divine language persist. The Hebrew Kabbalists speak of the language of creation, the mystical Sefer Yetzirah, hinting that the universe itself was formed through the vibrations of sacred letters. In Hinduism, Sanskrit is revered as a vibrational bridge between the material and the divine. In the Islamic tradition, Adam was said to have known the Asma al-Husna, the hidden names of God, each holding immense power. Could it be that the first language of humankind was not merely a way to exchange words, but a direct conduit to the unseen forces that govern existence? In this video, we will journey into the heart of this forgotten tongue. We will uncover the myths, explore the esoteric teachings, and ask the question: can we reclaim the lost language of power, and with it, transform our own lives? The legend of the Tower of Babel, found in the book of Genesis, is often interpreted as a tale of divine intervention to scatter humanity and fragment its unity. But what if it was something more? What if it was a deliberate act to sever humanity's connection to a higher state of consciousness? In the biblical narrative, humans sought to build a tower that reached the heavens, speaking one language and working as a single entity. This unity, it seems, posed a threat, not to God, but to the existing cosmic order. Esoteric traditions suggest that this ancient language was not merely linguistic, but vibrational. In many mystical teachings, sound and frequency are seen as fundamental forces of creation. The concept of logos, the divine word, appears across spiritual doctrines, from the Greek philosophical traditions to the Gospel of John, which states, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." Could this be a reference to the lost primordial language? The Vedic scriptures of India speak of Nada Brahma, the idea that the universe itself is sound. The ancient Egyptians believed in the power of sacred words, or Hekau, which could command spiritual forces. The Sumerians, among the first known civilizations, had a tradition of divine tablets inscribed with the Me, the decrees of heaven and earth. If language once had the power to shape reality, then its loss may have been the greatest spiritual catastrophe in human history. But remnants of this forgotten tongue may still be hidden in plain sight. Could it be encoded in ancient chants, sacred alphabets, or the resonance of certain syllables? Some believe that by studying these traces, we can begin to reconstruct the original speech of creation, and with it, reclaim our lost spiritual potential. If the lost language of power was more than mere words, if it was truly a vibrational force, then how might it have functioned? Ancient traditions point to the idea that sound was the very foundation of reality. In quantum physics, we now understand that all matter vibrates at specific frequencies. Could it be that the primordial tongue resonated at a frequency that shaped reality itself? Consider the concept of mantras, sacred sounds used in meditation and spiritual practice. In Hindu and Buddhist traditions, certain mantras are believed to attune the practitioner to higher states of consciousness. The Om mantra, for example, is said to be the primordial vibration of the universe, a frequency that aligns the individual with cosmic order. Similarly, in Jewish mysticism, certain Hebrew letters and words are believed to contain divine energy, capable of manifesting change in the physical world. Even modern science has begun to uncover the power of sound. Cymatics, the study of how sound frequencies affect matter, has revealed that vibrations can shape intricate geometric patterns in substances like sand or water. Could it be that the original language of creation functioned in a similar way, encoding meaning not just in words, but in the very fabric of existence? If this is true, then rediscovering this language may not be about learning words or grammar. It may be about attuning ourselves to a forgotten frequency. Perhaps by exploring sacred sounds, ancient chants, and vibrational practices, we can begin to access the lost wisdom of the primordial tongue. If sound has the ability to shape reality, then the lost language of power was not simply a tool for communication. It was an instrument of creation itself. In many esoteric traditions, the voice was seen as a divine gift, a means by which humans could interact with the forces of nature, summon higher entities, or even alter their own consciousness. Take, for instance, the ancient Egyptian concept of Hekau, or words of power. These were not mere phrases, but invocations that could bring about real changes in the world. The priests of Egypt believed that by speaking these words with the correct intention and vibration, they could command the forces of the unseen realms. Similarly, in the Hermetic tradition, the Emerald Tablet speaks of the power of the one thing, the fundamental essence of reality that can be shaped through knowledge and will. In modern times, this idea persists in subtle ways. Affirmations, prayer, and even music can alter moods, shift perspectives, and create tangible effects in our lives. But what if we could refine this practice? What if we could rediscover the precise vibrational frequencies that once shaped civilizations and consciousness itself? Some esoteric scholars believe that ancient alphabets, such as Hebrew, Sanskrit, and even the lost symbols of Atlantis, contain fragments of this forgotten lexicon. If the language of creation was based on resonance and intention, then understanding it requires more than just intellectual study. It requires experimentation. Through chanting, meditation, and vibrational exercises, we may be able to tap into its latent power and begin to experience firsthand the reality-altering effects of sacred sound. Could this be the key to unlocking hidden human potential? The answer, perhaps, lies not in studying the past, but in practicing the art of sound in the present. If the lost language was vibrational in nature, then rediscovering it requires more than historical study. It demands direct experience. Here are a few ways to begin reattuning yourself to the primordial frequencies. 1. Mantra practice. Chanting ancient sounds such as Om, Ayum, or Hebrew divine names like YHVH can help you connect with vibrational forces beyond speech. 2. Sacred tones and frequencies. Experiment with solfeggio frequencies, such as 432 Hz or 528 Hz, to tune your body and mind to harmonious resonance. 3. Intentional speech. Speak with purpose and intention, understanding that words hold energetic weight. 4th, cymatic meditation. Observe how sounds influence physical patterns and train your awareness of vibrational effects. By integrating these practices, we may not only remember this lost language, but reclaim its power in our lives. The whispers of the primordial language still echo through sacred chants, forgotten alphabets, and the vibrational frequencies of the universe itself. Perhaps it was never truly lost, only waiting to be rediscovered. The key lies in our own voices, in our ability to speak with intention, to listen deeply, and to harmonize with the fundamental soundscape of existence. the question remains: if words once shaped the world, what might we create if we found our way back to them?